We're live. Hi, guys.
I'm alive
Yes, we're
and we're
live.
live. Hi.
Yes. Look who I have here. She's awesome. Oh my God. It's
Look who's
happening.
there. Look who's over there. We just realized before we went live that this is the first time that we have streamed together on Fatma's channel, which seems so odd. Like,
See, I've not been doing a lot of, well, I've been doing a lot of Star Wars.
oh, no, internet. Yes, you have been doing a lot of
I
Star
love how I
Wars.
just cut off on my own stream.
Don't let it get you down. We're not going to let the evil stop us today. No, you've been doing a lot of the Star Wars live watches, and so when you're doing that live watch, I'm in the chat and it just feels like we're spending time doing this.
I didn't hear what you said because I just switched onto a different connection just so this doesn't happen. So like
That's all right.
whatever you said.
We're all good. I'm glad you're here. Just say yes, exactly.
Yes, yes, yes. This weekend's been crazy.
I don't
So
I
crazy.
we're in single digits. We are solidly in single digits, people.
It's mad. 9 days. Oh my God. To think that 3 years ago it wasn't even a thing. Hey guys, I want to say hi to you.
I can't I can't like imagine how much more hype I can possibly get. Like, I felt that way for the last month, though.
Yeah,
Really, let's be honest. I have felt that way for a while. How I
yeah,
can't get more hype than this. And then somehow he does.
yeah.
It I feel like I'm a scarf on the end of a long string of scarves that this clown named Zack Snyder is just pulling out of his sleeves. And I'm like, when is it gonna end? And it never ends.
And it's like
I
every
can't.
day, like you wake up and it's just something's going to drop today, something's going to happen, and I'm going to lose my mind. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm here for it, and I'm just taking it on. And for people who create content, like I personally don't mind just doing something whenever if I can, but for people who like to have schedules, I can't imagine how crazy, like the um DC Film Squad cast.
Yes.
I can't imagine how hard it is for Scott and Tim now to like have just an hour of podcast to cover the entire week because so much happens in a day. So
You could do an hour a day. You could easily do an hour a day.
you,
Yesterday alone, 12
hi,
hours.
hi Jessica.
Hi. So it's been wild. It's been a crazy ride. And I mean, along the way, we've gotten these teasers, we've gotten these, like the character posters and all of that cool stuff. I really loved you seeing the Batman like teaser. You got so hyped for it that I was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got like caught the hype. It was infectious.
Like not only did Lex talk in that, you heard Darkseid for the first time in that, so Batman gets that. You heard like so much going on, and then Superman bringing him back up after Batman was literally having him on the floor. So poetic, so right. And yes, do you know what? It's never going to end with Zack Snyder, and I'm here for it. We're living in Zack Snyder's world for the next few years because Army of the Dead is after this.
I
I am.
can't.
I am.
I cannot. Yes. Yes. Look at we have the other sleeve. Exactly. Once we empty this sleeve of magic scarves, then we start the other one with Army of the Dead. That's the thing that blows my mind is I feel so full of like I'm just overwhelmed with hype for Zack Snyder's Justice League. And then I know that it doesn't, there's not actually a breather. There's not a breather. We just go
Nope.
straight into the hype for Army of the Dead. Like, I'm already. What, you know, the THX sound? Do you know what I'm talking about? The commercial where it's like the guy turns on his stereo and he just like gets blown back, and his hair is blown back, and his hat is blown, and his tie is like that's me right now. I'm just
No, that's like an American thing, I think. But yeah,
oh
um,
dang.
no, because like you've got March, and then maybe around the end of April we'll have like a bit of like, and then as soon as you take your first breath in, it's just Army of the Dead hits you in the face, and you're just like, I can't even breathe out because just like wow.
This is an
And
endurance. This is a marathon. We are on an endurance route now. We have gone
yeah,
from sprinting to endurance race.
yeah, and then like maybe we'll have like a bit of a rest towards the end of the year. I think up until August we're just going to be obsessed for these with these, like not even a rest, just like a bit of like a breather.
Well,
And
it'll be
then
the breather
I'm
will be the
hoping,
announcements of all of the next things to come. Like the breather for us this year in the Zack Snyder Hype Club is going to be, oh, he got a deal with like a 10 million year deal with Netflix. Oh, so and so decided to buy, give Zack Snyder the keys to their country, you know where we're at cities. He's getting keys to cities now. What's the next step, right? Keys
yeah,
to entire nations. So
he
why not?
owns us
That's
all.
the end of the year. The
He's the
end of the
king of the
year.
world. He's the king of the world.
Snyder, actually, all of existence shall
So
be.
his. No, but here's the thing. And the one thing that I was like super hyped about, not that I wasn't hyped about for all of his other projects, but the
Hi,
sci-fi Philip's awesome. The sci-fi project that has a female protagonist. That is what I'm just like. I
ooh,
need to.
ooh. So, but like, here's the
Hi,
thing. Do
Tom.
you think that's going to, hi, do you think that he is, that's going to get announced this year?
Maybe towards the end of the year when he has a bit of time to sit down and write, because I feel like now he's literally burning. Well, he's burning himself between Zack Snyder's Justice League and Army of the Dead, and all the promotion around that and everything that's around that. So maybe towards the end of the year, if he's finished writing it, because I remember Debbie saying that he was writing it, right, or like working on it.
Yeah, I think so. I think they said that's where it was in like the process. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm just so excited for them. Like it was, Steven and I got to go to BVS Comes Home this last weekend in
I was just gonna
Detroit.
bring
And
that up. How was that?
oh, it was awesome. It was so cool to be able to meet people in real life that you feel like you've already known for so long. And I think one of the things that Joe Bear, Joey Moreno, and I had talked about was that it's like, it's nice for people to be able to be them, to know you can be yourself,
Yeah,
and that people were not like it. We were really there for the community. We were there to be there for one another, to be there with one another.
yeah.
We could watch BVS anywhere, anytime. Like your guys' breakdown, oh, it was so cool to watch that after having watched BVS again in theater. That was special. I
Was
didn't
it the
realize how
remastered?
like, huh?
Was it the remastered one?
It was not the remastered version. Abdul talked to Zach about possibly getting it, and he was like, I'll pull some strings. And like you just said right now, we're like, he's got 1,000,000,000 balls in the air. So we were, we were,
The original one's a
we were
masterpiece in
speculating on the
itself.
way there. We were speculating, is it going to be the remastered version? Are we actually going to get to see a sneak peek of the actual thing? Like, is Zach going to pop out of the wall and be like, da da da?
I wouldn't put it past him, but I think they're being super careful because Debbie's like I think she's shielding and stuff. So I think he's bound to LA for the next
Yes,
for the foreseeable COVID future, whatever
yes,
that means.
yes, absolutely. Well, and also, again, they have a million other things to do. This is not,
The video
as
that he
we've
did.
encountered recently, I think there's a sense of entitlement to like their time and their energy, and I don't want to add into that or
Yeah.
perpetuate that or think that any of us feel that way. We were just excited to be able to be together and to be able to see it in theater again. I didn't realize how much that theater experience, I mean, yes, we've all missed it. We have all been like aching to have that again, and it's beautiful to be able to experience just being in the theater again. But beyond that, to see something that has been such a huge stepping stone in this whole journey in theater again, when I didn't think I'd be able to see that in theater again.
Mm.
Even if when we do get to go back to theaters, right, when things go back to quote normal. Yes, exactly. Like there is something, it's cool to be back in theaters, yes, but it's even freaking cooler to be watching something you didn't think you'd be able to see again on the big screen. So it was great. And there were so many things that I caught having listened to Batman versus Superman by the minute.
I'll drink some water to that.
There you go.
I tried to plug it in. I tried to plug it in yesterday when we were doing the BVS thing. And do you know what? With BVS, yesterday I just realized something. Do you know when that I didn't realize before, and it just clicked? And I'm sure someone else has. Oh, wait, just let me like do the plug-in drink first. There you go.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
I'm participating. So do you know when like Martha gets saved by Ben? Not by Ben. He's so synonymous with the character to me now that it's just like it's Ben.
By Batfleck.
Yeah. So when Martha gets saved by Batman, Batman is like completing his PTSD. Like not completing his PTSD because it's always going to stay there in some way or another. But you know how he couldn't, as a child who was helpless and couldn't save his mum. So this is him helping save Superman's Martha, and I think that helps in his healing. And we'll get to see him a bit more healed, a bit more able to come to terms with the things that he went through in this next movie that we'll see. And that connection, I was just like, she's Martha and she's a mother, and he saved a mother who's like
when he couldn't when he was a child. Here's the thing, like Stephen pointed out to me, he said and he pointed this out after we watched it on Saturday, so it's not probably something he said before, but not that I really it clicked with me. Same idea. He said Bruce becomes he steps into his father's shoes. In the beginning of the movie, we see his father, the end of his father's life. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the movie, we see the beginning of Bruce's new life as the role of the man who was able to save Martha. Hi. Instead of the man who couldn't save Martha.
Yeah.
Instead of being the boy who couldn't save Martha, now he is the man who could. He's like completing his father's work as well as his own. There's sort of a sense of closure to it, which
oh my god, that's
really
another layer that I absolutely love now. Oh my god.
Right?
Movies.
Wait, like, here's the thing. How long has that movie been out? And we are still finding things to like appreciate about it. Art, my friends.
That's what happens when you give like a director the freedom to put everything that he wants to put in and like tell the story that he wants to tell in the depth that he wants to go into. And it's just beautiful because like it's something that you continue to discover years and years and years into the future. So
thank you, Zack Snyder's strange, endless brain, labyrinthian mind, for taking us down these weird rabbit holes. They're so cool. It's
endless. Okay, so what did you think?
So that was BBS. So, yeah, there's like this other thing coming.
I mean, we can talk about BBS. We'll just talk about BBS now.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, so he technically overtook his dad and did something more than his dad, or he did. Oh, yeah. Maybe it's the only thing that I do that matters.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Hi, Gillis.
Which is
Hi,
amazing. Hi.
Philip. Yes, I
Yes.
do.
I
Spider.
heard, yes. I watched that gif of Ray just earlier today, and it was
Yeah.
so beautiful, especially like to see there are different angles where that
Mhm.
where Ray ripping his shirt open to reveal the I Heart ZS shirt underneath. There's different angles of that, and in one of them, Gal is behind him and she has a microphone in her hand and she's just surveying the room and nodding and like one hand clapping with the microphone. I'm like, oh, there's so there's so much going on there.
Yeah.
um, it's also echoed with Clark in having him become Jonathan at the end of BVS. He's sacrificing himself for, yes, yes,
Yeah.
very well said. Very well said. By that same note, Clark saved his world in the same way Jonathan did. Yes, yeah. And also, like, there's there that's the beauty of it, is it's not, this isn't a Venn diagram and Martha is the shared thing in the middle. This is an interconnected three-dimensional spider web of
Yeah.
connections to one another, because even Lois and Martha have a connection that it occurred to me the first time I watched it, and but it doesn't always strike me until that moment that she walks in to give Lois the envelope with the ring in
Yeah.
it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you have both lost the loves of your life. You've lost the Kent men. You were the world for the Kent men, and you've lost them. They didn't
Yeah.
lose you, but
Yeah.
you're here trying to make sense of a world without your significant other, the people
Yeah.
that were a partner to you in it. Um, and it's
It's just
amazing because Lois Lane was Lois Lane before Clark Kent, before Superman. Lois Lane been a baddie. Lois Lane is a baddie, but uh, there is a profound sense of loss in in his death.
yeah, it is. And I can't wait to see how it affects people. I can't wait to I can't wait to see how they process that loss and how they process the aftermath of everything that happened in this now in 9 days. 9 days. Nine
I
days.
can't even see, like, I know that it's technically 9 days, but like I'm counting it as 8, because once we're in today, I'm like, this is already done. We're already here. It's already behind us. Like I'm like the Flash with time. It's
Yeah.
the past and the future and now, and it's all the same. It's all the
Which
same.
brings us to the first character that we're going to be talking about today.
I did that.
You did that! And we just get it. We get it. Guys, this is a bit of an insight to our video chats.
Oh,
Okay, so what did you
oh
think of
man.
that video clip of the Flash? The fact, oh, there was so much in the theatrical cut that we didn't get, and that
Ooh,
teaser that we got is so amazing because we didn't get the Flash and we didn't get Cyborg. We didn't get
no,
any. We didn't get those two
no.
characters at all in that movie. And these teasers that we're going to see today are just amazing. Also, we didn't get any of them. How is that movie 2 hours full of absolutely nothing? Because when you look at
Filled
the
with
teasers,
what? Honestly, like, it kind of to me, you remember the beginning of, like, when they introduced Quicksilver and he's like just some bro who's like eating pizza and being a little teenage punk, little craphead. Like, that to me is the impression, not the total, but like similar feeling of irreverent and irrelevant that
mm,
Flash treated with in the thing that shall not be named. Like,
yeah,
Like he doesn't matter. Like he has no purpose. No, he's just an accessory,
Comedic.
and he's there for laughs.
He doesn't know what to do. Somehow brunch is an issue that Joss Whedon has with, like, what's the issue with brunch? Brunch is awesome. What's wrong with brunch? Why did Joss Whedon think that was a good idea to have?
That needs to be merch for you. What's wrong with brunch?
There you go. If I ever get to the point where I have like a Patreon and a Teespring, what's wrong with brunch? Yeah. There you go. I'll try and remember this. So it's just like his was obliterated, and his speed force was obliterated. His face was like, I can't. Anyway, we're gonna watch the clip now because that clip is amazing, and especially I love how Zach. I'm assuming Zach edits it, or maybe someone on his team edits it this way, and Zach okays it. Either way, I'm for it. Like the first clip, and then the other ones start with. I don't know. I can't remember. But I like how he catches the batarang and then it's quick switches. I love that. So we're going to watch that, guys, now. Hopefully.
I want you to listen to me, Barry, because I mean this.
I'm putting together a team of people with special abilities.
You can be whatever you want to be. I can't sit here and watch you run in place.
Go after them faster than you've ever attempted.
You're brilliant, man. Absolute best of the best.
Make your own future, your own future. Make your own past, make your own past. It's all right now.
It's so awesome. Make your own future, make your own past. It's all right now. And like, oh, how beautiful.
The resound, that theme is so resonant. Like it is. What are the, like a triangle, like there's a thing that you hit and it creates a noise, like a tuning fork. I'm sorry. That is the sound of the tuning fork that Zack Snyder's work carries in every single thing that he has done. Mm-hmm. Like, you make of this time what you will. I know. It's us. It's us.
Yeah, and oh yes, make your own future, make your own past. It's all right now.
Perfect. Strong.
That Chris Terrio dialogue that I missed. That I can't wait.
Love you, Chris. Thank you, Chris Terrio. Thank you. I know that you'll probably never see this, but maybe someone somewhere could show him.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Chris Terrio, you're the best. Thank you.
Yeah, this is Rokan's favorite teaser. I think Rokan's a Flash fan. He's doing life and how I'm joining the league as a catalyst for that. Yes, because like he feels almost like he knows what his powers are, but he's just trying to find a way to like harness those powers and know where to go with it, as opposed to someone who doesn't know how to save people or what to do, which is what we got originally. Yeah,
and the I heard someone describe the Speed Force as a language that Barry learns to like use, like to speak in and to hear, almost like Force, right? But the Speed Force. And I'm like, that's so cool that like, of course that feels like an impossible burden. There is no one you can ask to translate it for you. There is no one else you can turn to be like, so how do you avoid getting bugs in your teeth? Like, that seems to be a real problem for me. Like,
no, what I find in terms of a parallel to the character that we'll talk to towards the end of this, is that Cyborg learns an entirely new language that he can't really go to apocalyptians and ask because they're evil. For the most part, I think. I don't know if there's other good beings in Apocalypse, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm literally like branching way off.
I know. Like
Like,
nobody, ignore that, guys. We're gonna close that can of worms.
maybe if like Zach releases a Steppenwolf and Darkseid teaser, then we'll do that. But yeah. Where was I? So like, you know, that I think that's how they connect Cyborg and Flash, because they're literally like thrust into this completely new thing that you know they're gonna have to deal with, and that's how they relate. That's just a theory of mine. I might be completely wrong, but
well, no, but I think there's all of them have shared. Obviously, they all share something, a cause, a drive, a desire to have to be a part of this. But also, like, they're not all at the same part of their journey. Batman is like, please, someone kill me. I just want to stop fighting. Please, someone take me out. Like, he is willing, like, we're going to see him at least twice in a row, BVS and this coming glory, be like, absolutely going on a suicide mission. Absolutely, I'm going, because he's just like, someone make it stop. Flash is like, has barely come to realize that he has powers in the scope of his life, right? So I think that's
like Aquaman's also at that point, he's almost at the same stage too, because like based on the movie, and I know that they've shared notes and stuff, Wan and Snyder, as to how they kind of connect. But based on the movie, he knew of his powers and he had training from Volko, but he's never been so public about it. And I think the public aspect, and I think it goes to a point that I mentioned, is that everyone was all the metahumans were waiting for Superman to come out, or someone like Superman, and Superman did come out, and then all the, like in BVS, where all the political questions were, and like the philosophical questions of like, should he save people, could he save people, like not could, should, and when to act and what to do, and like who controls that, countries, is it an international thing, is it, so like when they saw that, I think that gives them more of a reluctance to go out fully and be public. And I think Batman is the one who like convinces them otherwise, because Batman is the one who literally tried to shut Superman down, and he learned from that. And after he goes through that journey and bringing him back, it's almost like a symbol to them to say that, hey, look, you guys should exist in this universe as the awesome beings that you are and what you can do. So
and also don't let the darkness overtake you, because it can if you do not, if we do not gravitate to find what is good, to fight for what is good, to fight for a society where honor is not a distant memory.
This line, by the way, guys, we absolutely love that line. I think the first thing that I said to Amanda as soon as I saw the main trailer on Valentine's Day, I was like, we live in a society.
Like, literally, there's a voice message you sent to me, and it's just you shrieking that, and you're like, ee! Ee! I feel like, because I saw it before you, and I was like, have you seen it? And you're like, no. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go watch it. Tell me what you think. Go watch it. Tell me what you think. And I was so excited for you to hear that.
Yeah. Talking about characters that we didn't get, so we're going to get the Joker, but also Iris West. How much
oh my goodness
is it that we get to see Iris West done so well in that clip, so well, and him using the Speed Force around her, and then she sees him
when
for who he really is.
She sees him, and she's just like, it's like she's looking at the most beautiful thing she's ever seen. It's so gorgeous. Yes. There you go, Philip.
And do you know what Zach did? is that she knows that he is a speedster, and it's not some secret that he's trying to keep away from her, and it's just banged out of the bat. Yes, Iris saw him as, you know, Barry Allen with this crazy power saving her.
So there's no hiding, and there's no when is
no,
he
like,
going to tell her? When is she going to find out?
Yes,
we do away with all of that. And also, like, something that I love about that moment, the car crash scene in this teaser that we get, is how gingerly we see him approach her, because it like totally blew my mind, because I was like, oh my gosh, he doesn't know if when he touches her he's gonna just like rip right through her. So he runs over really fast, his shoes explode, the pavement's rippling under his feet, but the pavement is rippling because he's trying to slow himself down as he approaches her. And then he it's almost like he doesn't know, it's like he doesn't know where to put his hands. He doesn't know where to put his hands a little bit. And it's so cute. It's so adorable. It's like the guy trying to like put his arm around you at the movie theater, but like make it smooth. You want to see the phone call with me? You say hi.
Have you seen the Flash teaser?
Do you want to see the Flash teaser? You like the Flash a lot, right? Yeah. That's one of Shep's favorites, I think. Here, plus Barry making sure he doesn't kill her. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
You can watch the Wonder Woman teaser and the Cyborg teaser, because I don't know how many minutes of teasers I'm allowed on the stream before
I was just gonna say. I'm pretty sure he has seen it. Like I think he's watched all of them eventually with us.
Yeah. So like him, and like the criticism that we saw from a lot of people is that this movie was trying to be funnier and lighter and nicer to watch and more kid friendly, right? But how dare they literally remove the one scene that Zach literally filmed, because he wouldn't have put it otherwise, of Barry petting the puppies? Like, what?
Lost. What money left on the table.
I mean, Joss, you were stealing Zach's stuff anyway. You should have actually, no, I'm glad he didn't use it, because now we know that this is Zach's and it's purely Zach.
Maybe we'll get it
on screen, and we'll get to see the awesome GIF. Look at that. Look at him petting the dog. And then he's smiling.
He's so good looking.
It's natural.
He's so good looking.
Yes, and it's a natural smile. I don't feel at any point whilst I'm looking at him that it's that fake smile that he does whilst he's trying to run, or that fake smile that he does whilst he's trying to save people, or whatever it is. It's so easy.
No.
It's just so genuine. So like,
I need to run and get the teaser. I need to run and get my charger for my phone, and also try to disappear my toddler. I'll be right back.
That's awesome. So and like, look at this, especially this part here, guys. So if you can you can see you know, him in the Speed Force. I think there's so much that has gone into this movie regarding like Flash and the background of his character, and what relates to him in terms of the Speed Force. And I think at that point there, where I'm pointing right now, there, there's a boom tube around him or something, or he's seeing something that's just like flabbergasting him.
Do you think it's sort of his first peek at kind of like the inner workings of how the Speed Force, sort of like how we discovered DNA is shaped? Is he seeing how it's shaped for the first time there? Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe that, but that's the beauty of it. There's so many possibilities with it that I can't wait. I can't wait, because that shot in and of itself is just so beautiful. Wow, you guys are just like, whoa, here you go, here's Batman. But yeah, so the scene with the dog was replaced for awful Pet Cemetery jokes. Yes. Yes. That was definitely Joss, because that was just and the scene was off. It was very off. But
Sorry.
yeah, it's all right. Don't worry about it. We've got a fan of Shep here.
Yay!
And Shep interact with Joey.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys, Joey, he walks in. Shep is like, hey, hi. And he's kind of like avoiding him a little bit. And then he walks up to him and he's like, I have a lot of toys. Also, I'm really strong. You should feel it. And Shep thinks that you want to feel his elbow because it's the hardest. So it's like the strongest muscle part. So he's like, yeah, it's really hard. So he's like, feel how strong I am. And Joey like feels how strong he is. And then he's just like, bam, my son absolutely punched Joe Bear 94 in his teddy bears.
I was waiting to see what you were going to use for that. And then you said teddy bears.
It was hilarious. And then not 20 minutes later, we're sitting down to have a meal together, and Shep is just like, tell me a joke, Joey. Tell me a joke. Tell me a joke. Joey's like, I'm really on the spot here. And he's like, please just tell me a joke. Like he was like begging, please tell me a joke. I can't live if you don't tell me a joke, Joey.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so
we're totally off topic, but it was great.
Guess who's come to join us? Oh my God, he's doing his entrances.
My bear!
Hi, Amanda and Fatma. How are you?
Good.
Good. How are you? We've just finished.
Fine.
Because like there's so much to talk about. We've just finished talking. Not even finished. We're halfway through the Flash, so you get to join in for all three of them.
Yes.
By that we mean we started this. We thought we should start at the beginning of these teasers, so we went all the way back to BVS.
I understand.
And our comment yesterday that we had with Sean and Lewis.
Basically, we referenced it, like we pulled things in, so we had to finish. We had to talk about that stuff first.
Did you do a Batman v Superman retrospective by the minute? So you analyzed a minute at a time.
Somebody should do that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
There was a really sweet moment, actually. There was a really sweet moment where a listener of the podcast, like the movie ended. We're at the theater. We're watching the movie. The movie ends. The credits are rolling, and people are like saying, yay, and cheering for names and whatever. And then it gets toward the end, and this guy who's sitting behind a couple rows behind us goes, yeah, somebody should really make a podcast and break that movie down by the minute,
No way.
I'm not even kidding you. And I go, yeah, somebody really should. And Steven's like, no. Like, if he could melt into the chair, he would. And I was like, yeah. Oh, you mean Stephen, the second most famous Stephen Colbert? And the guy goes, awesome. Is he here? And I was like, he's right
here. Imagine a spotlight on him.
Exactly. And Meg is like, this is so cute. This is actually happening. And Steven is like melting because he's just so... He feels awkward in those situations. He's like, what do I do? But it was really cool because the guy came up to him and he was like, I started listening after Wonder Woman 84 came out, and I had told all of my friends and my family that they should watch BVS because they would like it. But when they would ask why, I couldn't really, I didn't have the words to explain it to them. So listening to you guys gave me a good argument.
That's awesome.
Him to actually, and he had one of them with him there at the screening. It was really cool. So cute full circle moment. But anyway, back to the Flash. Ezra Miller playing with puppies is kind of where we left off.
Yeah. That's the point. You had reshoots to add earth and warmth to the movie, to the characters, and you cut out Barry Allen playing with puppies. It's I have no idea how some people are still working at the studio
We
right
should.
now.
There should be like maybe like a memorial, like a moment, like we light a candle for the puppy scene or something like that, where we all take a moment of a moment of reflection on the puppy Flash scene that we were robbed of.
We should do an edit with ending of BVS with all the people and holding the candles on the Superman memorial, but instead of the S, it's this GIF.
Rim, are you watching? Rim, if you're watching, please do. Or like, I don't know, someone.
Where's Alex Lobo at his TikTok? Where is Alex Lobo at his TikTok?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And the thing that I absolutely loved seeing is the scene, and it shows just the strength and the force of the Speed Force. And it was this spot here. I only have the picture, but like me and Amanda,
I want those shoes
for the whole day. We were just looking for shoes that are similar to this.
We were tagging shoe companies like, will Vans make them? Will Keds make them? Who's gonna make them? I could see I think they're called Saucony. I don't know how the heck to say it, but anyway, there is a shoe company that kind of looks like that sole, and I'm like,
maybe.
Will you make them, please? I need somebody to make them. I will have to embroider them myself if somebody doesn't, but I would rather just buy them.
You might not even have to embroider. You can get like the things that you can stick on fabric.
But iron on, yes, patches, the patch thingies, yes. Yeah. Genius. But, anyway, we should watch them explode.
We'll work on it. We'll do a live stream of how to make the shoe.
That would be awesome.
Amanda Kraftwerk.
Yes. But you know how he absolutely obliterates his shoes and his socks to like smithereens, and it's just so amazing to see the Force in that way. May the Force be with you. Sorry, Star Wars is. I have a billion like fan things in my head running. Yeah, that is just the Flash. The Flash teaser just gave us so much in 58 seconds.
Immediately after he uses the intense power of the Force to tear the shoes apart, he slows down so rapidly, like with such delicacy that like the pavement is rippling under his feet. And then he we were talking about the way that he's sort of like, where do I put my hands? When he's trying to like gingerly lay her down on the pavement, and it's so gentle from someone who very obviously has so much strength and power. Really beautiful. We also Fatma brought up that there's something really lovely about Iris sees him and knows he's a speedster and knows this is who he is, and there's no like, is he or isn't he, will he or won't he teasing to get through. We just cut to the chase.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, the teaser did give me, honestly, Ezra Miller as Flash, like I had, probably because I had put the last movie out of my mind, but like he always felt so much more juvenile to me. I could not really take the character seriously before, but seeing the iterations and seeing that version of the suit with the nicks and the scuffs, like he does not look like a boy to me. He does not look like a boy to me. He looks like
he seems more serious and more like, into it. It's just it's just amazing. But yeah, so the next character, which is Wonder Woman on International Women's Day, that was such a great move to like have it relate on that day, because she is an awesome woman, and that and her clip was awesome. And we're gonna, Max, I don't know if you're like into fashion, but we're gonna gush about certain
It's
like
gonna be a thing. People started reposting the 1984 hair again, and I was like, yes, I am here for that hair. I am here for the 1984 hair. Still.
Okay.
So we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, I felt weird because
Absolutely fine.
version of Barry trying to mimic Wally and it was not working.
Even though
I think it was that the thing that they were trying to do in the theatrical cut.
I think
Making
Rim is
feel like Wally.
is giving them too much credit. I think they were just, you know,
That's
doing
too much
shitty
credit.
things and
that's true.
hoping
That they
for
were
people
attempting
to.
anything at all. That's true. That's way too much credit. Hi.
It's like Rim now is like Bruce Wayne in I guess in BVS is forcing sense in a word that didn't make sense. At you know.
Yes, because because we've been traumatized by it.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
compulsively want to try to make it make sense. We're like,
Yeah.
but how can I? No, it didn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
No. So without further ado, should we watch the Wonder Woman clip?
Yes.
Brace myself. Yes.
Evil does not sleep. It waits.
Something is coming.
Back to the Dark Ages. The devil and his army. You know,
The world is broken.
this is the only way.
I watched your island burn.
Show him your fear!
They said the age of heroes would never come again.
Don't engage alone. We do this together.
And I took that personally. Yeah.
Yeah,
That first shot in that teaser. Do you remember the first thing we ever saw from Zack Snyder's Justice League was her looking at the dark side? That was the first clip we ever saw with that like really ominous like music, and her just like being scared as soon as she saw a picture of him and then the arrow, right? And then her running up to Steppenwolf. She's a badass in this movie. You know,
has no fear. Oh, it's so cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, oh my God, we're gonna get to see Themyscira and the Amazonians actually, like, you know, work, and they're not
practicing, literally practicing, because that's all we've gotten to see so far. We've gotten to see them do training. We've gotten like a few skirmishes. And then we've gotten the beginning of '84 where we see their like Olympic kind of game day thing.
Right.
Which are cool. They're all really cool, but like, yeah, I want to see like a Lord of the Rings Twin Towers level like moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Alice. So first part is that sad excuse for a Steppenwolf managed to get, you know, the Amazonians that badly in the theatrical cut is really, really like silly, because that Steppenwolf is just ridiculous. I get, and then you know that clip that's black and white where it's zooming into the screens, and then you see Steppenwolf literally like killing horses. Sorry, Stephen, if you're hearing. Like chopping horses off.
How can you kill something that means death?
Yeah, like, and then and not just that, like he's not just chopping horses and off. He it's an actual like battle between the Amazonians and Steppenwolf is a worthy like opponent to the Amazonians. So awesome. So like that's something that I can't wait to watch it like in all its glory from beginning to end.
And also I think Rory just woke up from her nap. Sorry guys, 1 second.
It's all right, don't worry about it. So like, what do you think of it, Max?
I think that I wasn't expecting Zack Snyder's Justice League to have a 300 level scene of, you know, Amazon screaming, "Show him your fear." We have no fear. I think that for now, that scene is my most anticipated. It's it's something that Amanda just turned on their side. Amanda.
I don't know how. I didn't even turn my camera. I just turned my head. Whatever.
But yeah, I didn't expect to hear something like, this is Sparta in Zack Snyder's Justice League, but I can't wait.
It feels that battle cry. Hi. Thank you, Ben.
Yes.
So Rim here says, "Don't engage alone. We do this together," and that's like, but she just like goes in, and then yes, I've watched your island burn. Is this does Steppenwolf? No, he doesn't. I think Steppenwolf gets the mother box, and then do you know at the beginning of the Valentine's Day trailer where you see that building crashing down onto the shore?
Mm-hmm.
They're not fully gone. I don't think all of them have like burnt, but I'm really interested to see where. Oh my god, could this be like whilst they're losing, and then they have to restart and start again, or like?
Yeah, I don't know, because there are two theories on that scene. One is yours, that it's like a burial at sea. Another one is that they are actually burying Steppenwolf inside. They're like, the whole temple is they closed Steppenwolf in, and they say, yeah, we're going to die, but he's going to die with us. So
right,
everything is falling down with Steppenwolf inside, and I have no idea what to expect, but that whole sequence is going to be so amazing. Like,
it is.
I can't wait.
Yes, actually be the fastest man alive. Yeah, that's one thing that we were like gushing about the Speed Force and how awesome it's going to be to see the deep dive that Zack's going to take, and then the Cyborg dialogue. Oh my god, yes, we're going to get to that in a bit, because tears, guys, just tears. And yeah,
thank you, Chris Terrio. Again, thank you, Chris Terrio.
Oh, he actually loves us all, so don't worry about it. Max, he loves
oh, Ben, you're too kind.
It's really hard not to love Max. Basically, if you don't like Max, you're a jerk. So there's that.
I wish. Wait, so am I a jerk?
No.
Are you saying that?
Wait, you don't like Max?
We're all about positivity here, okay? Everything's awesome.
Love yourself. And I spent the whole weekend rumbling over Joey's ear, or rumbling into Joey's ear. Like, I'd walk up to him and just like peek my head over his shoulder and say, "You're very important, Joey." But I would say it in like a fake dark side voice.
You're very important, Joey.
Yeah.
You're very important, Joey.
That was amazing.
Thanks. But it's also like completely ridiculous. So, ooh, you're very important, Max. Oh shit, that's why he jumps out and smashes his axe on the floor.
Yeah, so like when Diana does that, and his eyes are blue. It's how is Steppenwolf done so? Every time I see
he looked genuinely terrifying and also so hot.
Like, do you want me to hate the League because I'm rooting for Steppenwolf and Darkseid at the moment? I'm sorry. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah, you're not alone.
True, like you said, he's a worthy opponent, and he looks like a worthy opponent here. And also, like, to go back to, I think it was A-List that had said this. Wonder Woman is a warrior here, which one of the many parallels that I love between Gal and Wonder Woman herself. But like, this is not someone. Ow. Okay, can you go over there, honey? Go over with Daddy. She just came up with a toy shark and like made it by my finger. One of the things that I love about the whole, not just Diana, but like the whole Amazonian culture that we're going to see is that like they are hardcore warriors who like they're not mercenaries. They also are a peace-loving people.
Mm-hmm.
So like when they step out, they know that they are fighting for something much larger than just like a prize.
Mm-hmm.
It is even bigger than themselves, which is why it's so freaking cool that you can send a freaking arrow to, okay, I'm sorry. I'm just
The
gonna
only
geek
thing-
out this whole thing.
I disagree with you on one point, because I think that this is actually really, really scary. And you know, you said it wasn't threatening. This is Steppenwolf without the helmet. So yeah, that was really, really threatening to me. Like, I had nightmares for 3-4 years.
I've
Lord, someone's
seen
gonna clip my face right now, and my face looks like, you know, that like meme where that one was just like this. Someone should clip my face right now and turn me into.
Kind of looks like he got in a motorcycle accident without his helmet, and like his head just sort of like sheared off at an angle while it hit the road from like here to here. He's just like like flat.
Yeah,
just saying.
And so we have no fear. Her, you know, looking at the horizon at the end in that beautiful, beautiful jacket
with the mandarin collar.
And I think I said this because I was like, Zach wants everyone to have a black suit, and that's her version of the black suit, because I've never seen her in all black, and this is amazing. It's either, wait, no, awesome. It's not amazing, because literally just now I'm thinking, is she mourning for her Amazonian sisters? Because if she is, I'm sorry, girl.
Or whose funeral is she at? Maybe she just came from, maybe that is like right after, this doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's right after Clark's funeral. Maybe it's right after Silas's funeral. Steven had mentioned that. He's like, no, what if it's a Silas funeral attire? Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of things, like there are things it could be. I'm not as interested in why she's wearing the black as much as in like your point, Fatma, that she is wearing it and that everyone has their black suit moment, and that this plus the peek that we got of her looking at him with the fear in her face, and this moment are the only two where she's really shown fear, terror. Fear.
And I think this movie is going to show another layer of Gar's acting. So like in Wonder Woman 84, she did a great job in the Wonder Woman movie. She's proven her acting abilities to a certain degree. And then in Wonder Woman 84, the only times where I felt like this, I'm connecting to her emotionally, and I tweet this gif out a lot, is like I Will Never Love Again, seeing that just like every time anytime I watch it or see a clip of it, I just feel like, yes, Gal, this is the raw emotions that I want to see. But I think this movie is where she will land her range of emotions and her range of like her acting range in general, because you're gonna see her in like normal joy, because whatever the theatrical cut had was forced, especially after you know what was going on behind the scenes, that she had to redo a lot of this, and it was horrible. You're going to see her in happiness, you're going to see her sad, not scared, but like apprehensive and worried, but also like, you know, ready to take on something. So those range of emotions and that acting ability, I'm
determination,
that determination,
where she's truly getting a calling. She's getting a calling to go.
Yeah. What do you think in terms of like Gal and what this movie will do for her, Max?
I can't wait to see this.
Wow, that's really important. Anyway, it was International Women's Day when that came out, so
let me just, you know.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Somewhere you have your red cover.
You were saying.
Red. The reason why I chose red, sorry, this is so weird, is because Flash is in red, Wonder Woman has red, and Cyborg has a red thing heart there.
That's so crazy.
And then the black is because everyone is in black in this movie at some point. So I'm just in black for the whole point. For all of my streams, I've just been in black purely
That's
because
nice.
of like the link of like everyone
You
being
guys are not on Fatma's level. You are not
Sorry.
on Fatma's level.
Yeah.
This is my version of
Exactly.
like, I don't know, cosplay. This is the furthest I'll go.
That's even beyond. That's, you know, you're in the movie already.
I am.
Well, that's like when I want to feel super sassy, I do wear my Wonder Woman lip gloss, the lip lacquer that I have from Revlon, that like I don't know why. It just feels like, I don't know. It's like your own little pep talk. So
It's
to look
a
at your own
ritual,
stream and know that you are wearing the black consistently throughout as a nod to the black suits. That in this stream you're wearing the red for the dot for Cyborg. Dot? What the?
The red eye and the red heart that he has, and then the red Flash, the red suit for Flash. Oh, guys, a nod for Max because I'm almost similar to my logo there, the Fatmaverse, on the top of the screen, and that's because this amazing person did it for me here.
That's true.
So thank
No
you.
worries. Stop it.
And
Yeah,
his
don't
skills
worry.
are awesome. But yeah, like this part here, sorry, that
There you
was
go.
so like this stream has been
Her
so much fun.
face.
That's the range that I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah.
can you like look at her face and
She's
how
acting with her whole body.
and she's holding that arrow with such like we didn't get this, and I'm so glad that we do. And it's in like single digits, guys. It's so crazy. And then look at this shot. How
That
shot
is
is-
so perfect. This is one
probably,
that I want to like. I want to put in the Sherwin-Williams color analyzer, the color snap tool, and like get another interior design. That is a gorgeous
and
shot.
shots like these are shots that work so beautifully on the 1.33 aspect ratio, because you get her whole figure, and you can also see a tiny bit of the sky on top, and it's so beautiful. And the cropping, would ruin it.
Yeah,
exactly.
it is. It's really interesting if you take like a grid, even just like 3 and 3, and lay it over some of these iconic shots, and you see how they're framed up. It's not a mistake. Like, it's not an accident.
No.
And the fact that like it's so poetic that he managed to just get it done the way he absolutely wants to get it done, because they were fighting so much against this aspect ratio, because it was like, no, how dare, and people did have issues with it. So I guess the studio knew that people would have issues with it, but let the man do his thing, because it's so beautiful and it's so original. I don't think any other director has ever done this aspect ratio throughout the entire movie. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not. I haven't seen every single movie on planet Earth.
I'm sorry. I have my Adderall's worn off from earlier today, so I haven't. This is okay, so we're off track, I think, maybe.
It's fine.
Wonder Woman, Cyborg, and Flash. What are the things that these three have in common? Like, outside of the red and the black, yes, but
I want to see what
families. They're separate. They're like separated from their families. Like they don't. They're
That's
searching
one.
for that sense of belonging. They feel like they don't belong as a part of this world.
Yeah, so like seeing Wonder Woman scared is terrifying in and of itself. Yes, of course, it just shows the gravitas of what they're gonna have to deal with. Remember, she came to face Doomsday, and she's just like so casual, but like as soon as she sees Darkseid, she's like terrified. And that first clip that Zach released before any trailer, before Hallelujah, it amplifies that as well. Yes, that was our favorite part too, Jessica. Also, hi.
It was so amazing.
yeah, release the Fatma cut. Sorry, I need to find out. I just saw that. Huh? Do I have a cut? What's release the Fatma? Yeah, release the Fatma cut.
Sorry.
I'm making Max blush.
Oh. Yeah, it happens.
Wait, hold on. Let me do it again.
Oh, talking about my logo. Yeah, I think the connection that they have is that they're all like maybe. So Wonder Woman and Aquaman have a connection for sure because of like the
royalty,
the royalty
the obligation to their homeland and their people,
and how Aquaman left Atlantis, and like the connection that he doesn't feel as much but then tries to feel later on, and then Wonder Woman having that connection lost after she decided to, you know, come in and save us as humans, or like come into the human world. So like I think there's a lot to talk about there, whereas Cyborg and Flash have a lot to talk about with regards to their powers and how they feel and the new things that they're trying to learn and how they fit in with these like gods that they're walking amongst, especially like Superman, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman. I mean, I personally think Batman is the absolute best, but I also know not to like.
He's not an actual god. He is just a guy with a lot of money. Like, we get it. We know. But
Amanda, you can't come into my house and take down Batman that way.
I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to. I think he's freaking like, that's the thing. Batman is just a guy with a lot of money who belongs in the Trinity. Like, what the crap? You know what I mean? Like, think about that. Yeah. Think about that.
Yeah.
So I don't mean to diminish him by any means, but you're right. There are literal gods.
You can come for Batman, and everyone can come for Batman, and he's overdone and everything, so it's fine. I know.
No,
I'm aware.
No. This actually might have like hurt our friendship if I hadn't clarified that. I want you guys to know.
No, don't. Could never. But yeah, it's just so amazing to see them. And to see them on those days as well, and specifically Cyborg coming towards the end. I was so wrong with the predictions. I only got the predictions right after I got Aquaman. Because like the first day, obviously none of us knew that Batman was coming. None of us knew that we had Batman, so that was a surprise. And then I was like, okay, cool. They're gonna leave Superman to the end and Cyborg just before him, because Cyborg's the heart and Superman still hasn't risen. And then we're gonna get Wonder Woman next, and then Aquaman and Flash interchangeably. I was like, cool, that's what we're gonna get. And then I woke up and it was Superman. I was like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, I was so wrong. But yeah. So I think we should have a look at Cyborg's trailer, treaser.
The treasure. We're
teaser.
Gonna look at his treasure.
What's the treasure?
The teaser, because I think you know, it's truly like in here, and it hits
in
hard.
Your heart. It is the heart of all of them. The whole body's here.
Awesome. I'm just going to add it now.
Whatever happened to you, you have gifts now.
Everything breaks, Victor.
I can't wait to see what you can be tomorrow.
In the world of ones and zeros, you are the absolute master.
These boxes will get inside you and find your weaknesses and your fears.
Take your place among the brave ones. I'm not broken. And I'm not alone.
His mum spoke in that, his dad spoke in that, and then we were looking for the connection of Wonder Woman to Cyborg, and I think Wonder Woman brings him to the League. Wonder Woman is the one that's able to speak to Cyborg, and she's the one that actually like guides him into this story, and that she helps him with the issues that he's having with the mother boxes. And then you look at that flight scene. There's the gifs online with that smile. Wow. So pure, so pure.
The imagery of him with his parents and Superman with his parents. Is
we'll check it out. Sorry. Go on, sorry.
So no, sorry. You're good. You're good. The parallel between Cyborg and his parents, that image that he looks like when he turns and he looks, and it's him and his parents as they're talking in this treasure, and then between like that and I like to call them Pa Kent, Ma Kent, and Clark Kent. It doesn't make any sense, but I do. Anyway, there's and even the image, even sort of, if you're gonna like, this is a stretch maybe, but the moment in the field where Superman is holding Martha and Lois, there's something there in the, like, I don't know,
and how family plays a part.
The family unit. Yeah. It absolutely. Oh my gosh, you guys, when we were in Detroit, the after, so Saturday was the showing, and then Sunday we actually went downtown and we went and checked out a couple of the places that they had filmed. Now, we didn't really, or that they had been like inspiration. So we got to see the statue that is the Spirit of Detroit.
Oh, the one really?
That, yes, the one that's the inspiration for the one Scoot McNairy climbs up and spray paints, right? So we got to see that, and there is an inscription on a plaque in front of it, and part of it says, I'm going to butcher this, and we really should like find the actual plaque, but it says like, in one hand, the statue holds a representation of God, or like what is holy, the
light, the
supernatural, sun. Right? Yeah, the sun. And in the other hand, the statue holds the family, which is, and he is looking at the family in this hand. Of course, that's closer to earth, and the holiness, like the sun hand, is closer to the sky. But he's looking to turn and look at the family, and it implies, or it suggests, that the family is the holiest expression, the purest expression of holiness among men.
Yeah.
Like, and which is so beautiful when we think about the fact that Cyborg ends this all of these treasures that we watched. We're seeing, I'm not alone.
Yeah, it's.
And that line that he says, so carry on. Yeah.
No, go on.
No, I think you were going to talk about the line, so I want you to talk about it.
No, I really love how these teasers work on a meta way as well, because we get all these characters, building off each other, and then at the end, I am not alone. And we finally have the whole league together. So yeah, that's awesome. And I really like your analysis of the parallel between Clark and Lois and Martha, and Ray with his parents in the vision, because it's Lois and Martha thought they were never going to hold Clark back again, and Ray is seeing himself in a vision, in a nightmare of his own, holding the parents he will never hold again. So yeah, it's so beautiful to this kind of parallel. This, I really dig it.
Whole. He's like, you can tell from the back that he is a fleshed out human being.
Yeah.
Not half machine man.
Yeah.
Do you think A Beautiful Lie will play in that one, or something similar to A Beautiful Lie? Because he's Cyborg looking at that vision of him, thinking about his parents and his mum. So like in my head, A Beautiful Lie or something similar to that, or we might get a Cyborg version of A Beautiful Lie. I genuinely think
Junkie,
he might do
if
that.
you're watching Junkie XL, Sir
I mean,
Sir
it's not
Tom Holton,
now, but
Well, don't worry.
let us
There's
know.
only one cyborg theme.
like A Beautiful Life for a Cyborg when he's looking at his parents, and then you know that at that time I think Dan is there's a voiceover of Diana saying that the boxes will give you something that isn't what's the line? I might be completely wrong. She says something about
in what we just watched.
yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if I can add it back on, but she says something about they're going to show you things that aren't real, or like they're going to show you something.
Yeah, there is something that I missed in the teaser because I didn't see it too clearly. But yeah, there's something about, explaining how he will, see something not quite real. Maybe Diana will use her lasso on Cyborg as well.
Oh.
Who
to
knows?
get the truth out of him. Will that work though? Because he's
I don't know,
like,
but no, I just realized
it might work, and then it proves that there's still humanity in him because he's not a full cyborg.
exactly, yeah. Because and it's awesome because we're probably going to have Bruce telling to Barry, you'll have to run faster than you have ever run.
Yeah.
And then we have Diana telling Victor that he's going to have visions and nightmares and stuff like that. The elder, the Trinity mentoring.
Yes, mentoring them. I was thinking about that earlier too. I was like, we're talking about someone on the villain side as a new like the next generation kind of, not to and so I'm like, there's got to be and that's something that we had talked about toward the beginning of this conversation. Not all of them are at that same stage in their journey with their power, their superhero-ness, I guess. I don't know how else to explain that, but and this is like they're calling into it. This is their introduction into it. Oh my gosh, I just got so many chills just here, like just talking about the possibilities of how Cyborg and like, I don't know, just how he can become such a central heart of this. Wow. This is gonna mess me up. It's gonna I'm gonna cry so hard.
We're in for a ride. So this is what she says. I'm just listening to it here. These boxes will get inside your head and will find your weaknesses and your fears. And his finding his parents, and his fears are like losing into the maybe the
weakness and fear. I'm not broken and I'm not alone.
And Diana says that to him.
Wow.
And that line is specifically there just as he's looking at his parents with the cyborg suit, and I'm just like, wow, the way everything has been cut, the way everything has been done, I'm just
I can't wait to finally get the Terrio dialogue that we missed.
Oh my gosh.
From many movies. I think Fatma can agree that we missed it from not only from Justice League, but even from other movies that she might have watched yesterday, perhaps.
Maybe you did. Maybe you did. Did ya?
Which movie are you talking about? BVS?
Didn't you watch Rise of Skywalker yesterday?
Oh yeah, Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. And Chris Terrio kinda wrote that movie.
We're not gonna get into that whole there's a whole like that is packed.
How much time do we have?
Rise of Skywalker is packed, and I still haven't processed.
Yeah.
But Chris Terrio is awesome, and the dialogue is amazing. And another thing that we're talking about in terms of like being broken and not alone and the fears and stuff. And I saw the comment A-list, and I absolutely appreciate it, which is why I waited until we can give it its due. So thank you so much for sharing this. This means a lot to him, and I've just been like hovering over this comment, and I just want to like thank you so much. You know, and this movie is going to mean a lot to people who are not able-bodied, who have such like, you know, a scary journey into their like into their lives of understanding how to cope with trauma, physical trauma and mental trauma.
Broken is not only, you know, physical, broken in so many ways. Cyborg in this movie, yes, he's not able-bodied, but he's also broken on his psyche, on his inside. So it's going to be awesome to see him, you know, accept where he is and become the hero that he's meant to be.
And also, I think it speaks to like the to tie into our AFSP purpose that we have, that is so much part of this like Zack Snyder's Justice League movement, this journey that this has been for all of us. Hearing that you're not broken and you're not alone are such important affirmations that we need to like speak to ourselves and to each other. And that sense of community, that sense of belonging to something where we can fight for something that's bigger than ourselves, that's something we've all felt. That's something the Justice League will experience in this movie. And like the artwork itself is speaking to each one of us. Like that was beautiful, A-List. That's like, and that's the thing, is you're so not alone. You're not the only person that can say something similar along those lines, that can understand along with you just how much it means and how deep that impacted you. Like, what a beautiful thing. Zack Snyder created beautiful art and also a community of people who can step into each other's lives and like be the Justice League for each other. The whole world becomes the Justice League.
That's a nice line. That's a really nice line.
I know. I think it's adorable. Like it makes my heart grow 10,000 sizes.
I'm sad because I feel like I'm gonna love Steppenwolf far too much to like.
You'll be mad at Diana. No.
A single tear shed down her eye.
But yeah,
cuts his head.
Actually, that's what she's wearing, all black, because she just came from Steppenwolf's funeral.
She said she chopped his head. Oh no. That isn't a spoiler. Right? That's been spoken about, that she chops his head off.
I think that Zach talked about it like 50 times.
Yeah.
We're so traumatized.
I think also, I'm really excited to hear Junkie's 54 tracks or whatever the heck it is.
Yeah.
Like that, what's gonna go where is like, what am I gonna hear while I see Steppenwolf, the sexiest thing I've ever seen, be slaughtered in front of me, you know? Does she keep the electro axe? Does she? Like, I'm asking for research.
I think that axe is connected to him.
Fuck.
Because his armor is so like perfect.
Yeah. It's like bio integrated. It's like a plate.
And I think the axis is the same thing. Like, I think it's also connected to his armor or his suit or wherever, and it's just perfect for him.
Girl can dream.
I want it to, in that way. So A-List says, "I like your hat, Amanda."
Thanks.
I love it too. I'm waiting for my Zack Snyder's Justice League hat. It's supposed to be in the ship. It's somewhere across the ocean somewhere. But thank you, Ink, for providing. Thank you, Ink, for providing international fans with
yes.
Yes.
that also provides money for AFSP. So we're doing awesome things. So thank you, Inc. And shame on you, DC Shop, because yeah. Sorry.
But thank you to all the DC merch mates.
Yes,
Yeah,
all the merch mates.
I just ordered a BVS Comes Home shirt from people today. So like
the design is so awesome.
It
that
is.
Design,
oh, it's so
it's
beautiful.
so beautiful. I loved it from the first moment.
So hum.
Yeah.
Right.
So hum is the best.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so cool to see that, again, that's not just like accessory merchandise that some people have. That's like, that's what we all have. We all have the Ink to the People merch. That's what we wear in our videos. That's what we wear when we're out in public. Like, that's the hoodie that Steven never takes off, you know. So it's really cool that like all of our geeking out has brought us together and brought us to help other people. It's really awesome.
And the fact that
sorry, go on.
No, go on, Fatma. Sorry.
No, I want to hear you.
You go. If we don't go, Amanda will talk at.
It's true.
In our style.
So the awesome thing that I saw when Dave did his when Dave did his stream with Ray Porter is that when like everyone almost everyone had a dark side thing.
Yeah.
It was only Gaza who had the dark side from DC Shop, but like everyone just wore their dark side shirt, and it was just like instant. Oh wait, I have it here. Let's put it on. We're doing this, and we're connected to merch, and it's amazing.
Yeah, a companionship in a way, and I love how Zach. I don't know how he did it. He managed to make DC and all the forces involved put actual Zack Snyder's Justice League merch on Into the People, and not only on their websites and stuff, not international websites.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. It's something incredible. I was thinking, perhaps maybe just a cap or something like that, but t-shirts, hats, caps,
tote bag,
everything.
Mugs.
That coffee mug looks so cool with the logo emblem thingies all over it. Like,
just an FYI, guys, don't put it in the dishwasher. It's in small print. Don't put it in the dishwasher. It's the mug.
Oh, okay.
It's not dishwasher safe. So I'm going to have to make sure everyone in the house knows not to accidentally put it in the dishwasher if they use it.
Thank you for telling me, because I would have ruined it the first time.
Yeah.
Steven
would have ruined it. I would have hand washed it because I'm like paranoid like that. But hey,
hi, Steppenwolf.
Hi, Steppy.
Hi, spiky fucker.
What are you doing later? You're gonna come over? I have a projector room that my husband's building. Yeah. Let me know in the chat. Hi, Steppy. Hi. Me without a stitch of makeup on. Sorry, this has to stop. Somebody needs to step in and stop me off.
So Ayla says exactly, deep-rooted message. Dealing with disabilities, mental and physical, you feel broken and alone. So it's such a powerful message. I don't slide into anyone's DMs, okay? Like, I'm not Wales. Like, I slide into DMs to be nice about something or like see how you do.
That please don't lose your head for Steppenwolf.
I'm not sliding into anyone's DMs, okay? I'm just gonna do it by myself. I need someone to get on a chat with you guys again. Oh yes! Oh my god, we'll do this.
Loved, by the way, A-List, loved the videos and the pictures that you took from the museum exhibit in Dallas. That was
they were awesome. They were so awesome.
How long of a drive is it for you, Amanda?
Dallas?
Yeah.
Like 15 hours. I have driven it before, believe it or not.
No.
Yes. It's about 15. Well, from here, it might be a little less. It might be more like 13 hours or so.
If you can have a 13-hour drive.
When does it end?
Get it done before it ends. I don't know.
I think 1 or like 2 months, something like that.
Okay. Yes. You know what? I'm just crazy enough. I might do something crazy like that. So,
I just wanted to have a look at the posters for all of the characters just before we end this. I think we've had a really awesome discussion about them.
Beautiful.
And the hypes are just so amazing. So I'm just going to bring them up. So we had the Flash first, right? So look at that.
Oh my Lord.
Where's the color?
Oh, come on. You're in the wrong place here. But also,
kick him out. Kick him out.
That's true.
I'm being silenced.
There you go.
Did you just mute him?
No, he's gone. Like he's actually gone.
I'm frozen.
We'll do it. Right. You're back.
Fine.
He's back. His face is just covered by Flash's lower half of the body. I'm gonna be very PG. Yeah, but like, can you see
another lightning bolt?
Yeah. So, like, we were talking about how much more serious, or not even serious, but like real Flash looks.
Grown up, man.
Look at his face and how comfortable he looks in that suit, and it doesn't look like forced.
No, his hands, like, they look like. Oh man, he just looks so cool.
He looks ready for action. He looks, he doesn't look like a moron from what we saw in Justice League.
He looks competent. I'm not worried about him going into battle.
Remember, Amanda, save one.
Yeah.
One. And then you'll know. What?
Save one, and then you'll. That line definitely wasn't Zach's, right? Save one, and then you'll know what.
I don't think so.
No. I just can't wait. And then this is when, like, she's ready to just chop heads off.
Yeah.
I cannot. Hold on. I'm gonna come right back. I'll be right back.
Okie doke. But like, I'm just in love with how they all look.
Yeah.
And like, this is such a like glow up to what we got for what's it called, for the Cyborg suit in the just, I don't like calling it that, the theatrical cut.
Yeah.
So it looks so beautiful, doesn't it?
Yeah, I love this poster because it really shows the reflective aspect of the suit in such a beautiful way.
All those facets. It's like there is a who is that artist? Geiger? Am I thinking of the right
Geiger,
artist?
the alien one.
Yeah, in his,
Geiger.
especially in his torso area, there's something that feels that way.
I think Wilkinson and Tatopoulos, I think, had that big Geiger influence in the apocalyptic aspect of things. So, and it shows because it looks fantastic.
And the difference between how he looks in the theatrical cut and this is just so much more amazing. And the detail in his suit, and how, like, I can't imagine how much work the VFX team.
Incomparable. A hoodie versus that. I'm sorry. Incomparable.
They couldn't hack it, and that's why they put him in a hoodie. And that hoodie is also like representative of some stereotypes as well. I feel like I might be wrong, and I might be reaching.
No, you're not. You're not.
But
there's an element of that.
there's like an element of that, and then the fact that they just couldn't do what Zach wanted to do, and they just couldn't do what they wanted to do really well either, because his CGI wasn't that great in the theatrical cut. But yeah, it's just
He looked excellent here. Excellent. He looks not broken.
And the fact that there's 2,650 plus shots that the VFX, multiple VFX teams worked on. I can't imagine how much time they put in detail that they did in the suits and everything else in each shot. And it's just thank you to those teams who worked so hard.
Seriously, yes.
Yeah,
like
applause
for real.
This
a
artist.
Huge round of applause.
Yeah, that's an aspect that many detractors don't realize, that at the end of the day, this movie also gave a job to so many artists, and these artists clearly believed in the project, because you can see from the teasers, from the trailers, that the movie looks awesome thanks to them.
No, and they were in it. They got paid during a pandemic where a lot of jobs were off. Two, they also put a lot of heart into this, and they know the story, so it almost feels like, so there's love in all of the work. So thank you to the VFX teams who worked so hard over such a short period of time. It takes so long to do that many shots. But yeah, I just wanted to bring up this comment by Siv. I'm sorry if I've said your name wrong. 20 years as a fireman, had to retire early because of PTSD. That line was so amazing and felt so emotional. And this movie is going to mean so much for so many. Whether like you're going through PTSD at that scale or PTSD at a different type of PTSD. There's several types, of course. I think everyone is going to relate to this movie in one way or another, with the struggles that we all go through and the struggles that we all have to deal with. And it just brings back all the work that we've done as a community. I like to call us a community because we truly are a community. We do things, we reach out to each other and we help each other, and we we're there for each other to grow and be better. So like, to go back to the point, is the things that we've done as a community in terms of raising money, supporting each other, seeing the artists create and like everyone else pitch in. Sorry,
No, I've got to go run upstairs and get something that I want to read to you guys. It was in the AFSP. I want to show you guys something. But I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Okay, so like that is what this movie is going to mean to everyone, and it's just I don't have the words. I'd literally be sat here talking for 5 hours to say how many things this movie actually gives to so many people around the world, and what it means for the people that created it.
Because I think Zach's movies, and this movie in particular, has such a profound level of relatability for so many people. Like, I can see myself in, I don't know, I think from the teasers, from the short stuff that we saw, that I can kind of see myself in Barry Allen's Broken Shoes. In a way, I can relate to the Cyborg, situation, not on such a profound way and troubled way as he is, obviously, but I think in a way we're all a bit broken, and it's nice to see a hero address it and say, yeah, you can be broken, but it doesn't mean that you will be forever. It means that you will reach a point in the future where you'll be fine. So I love it.
And that even like you don't have to feel alone.
Yeah.
Even in the moments when you think you are broken or when you feel broken, you're not alone in that feeling, and you are not alone in the journey to become whole again, right? So huge shout out to AFSP. They made these really awesome like care package kits for the BVS Comes Home event. And Ann Perry, who was the area director of Michigan AFSP, was there and had a short presentation for us. And then they also had a video presentation that they played before the movie as well. But they had these packs that have like little swag. There's a pen that's in there. This really cool pin that says "Be the Voice."
That Zoom was awesome.
And then you're right. And then some wristbands that have like their information on it. And then there were a few packets that I thought were really beautiful. First one, this one is "Suicide Stops Here," which I really love. That verbiage is like in a lot of your materials, but it folds out into this really pretty.
That's beautiful.
Poster. These are the colors that I was like looking at and just saying, wow, I really love this. I want to frame it. How can I get the creases out? Like I was looking at it, trying to figure out how I wanted to frame it or display it. And that's when Shep came up to me and like put that sticker on his nose. And then they also included this really cool lifesavers guide. And it just says like, it's really awesome. It's smaller than a business card, so it can fit in your wallet, super easy. You know, what leads to suicide, having an honest conversation about it. And then you open it up and it actually has the text information.
That's so awesome.
Yes. So it's a really awesome little resource to be able to carry with you. And I always I've said this several times as I've tweeted it as well. Save their text information, save the text line, save the AFSP hotline in your phone number, because even if you never need it, which I hope you never do, you may be able to help someone who does.
Yeah.
And that is the most important thing you can do in that moment. So, so yeah, thank you for this. And thank you to Abdul for organizing BVS Comes Home. I know we talked about it a lot during the stream, so I just wanted to shout him out again.
Thank you so much to Abdul. Amazing work. And also, this is, the money that we raise, this is what helps, and this is what allows people to have those resources, have the ability to use them, and it's just so amazing. So yeah, guys, I know we finished the character arcs, and I don't know if Zach's going to continue spoiling us with teasers and clips and stuff. I think tomorrow we're in for surprises from him, especially now that we're in the single digits. Like we've said now, it's just absolutely mental.
No way.
Yes, right, it's happening. And the one thing that I keep trying to remind myself throughout the entire last few weeks is to remember these moments of all of us just going crazy and loving these clips and loving all of this, because we were robbed of it for a few years. We couldn't have this hype level and this level of community for years, and I'm just trying to relish every single moment.
It's sweeter. It's even sweeter now because we have it's if you have had my Aunt Jeanette makes Buckeyes and Scotcheroos, which, if you're not familiar, it's basically just like chocolate and peanut butter treats. They're so delicious and so you eat two and you're in an absolute diabetic coma. So, but she makes those. They're the only time I have them is when I go to see her and my side of the family, and I could get them elsewhere or other times, or I could make them myself, and I don't, because it tastes better when it comes from her. So there's something about this sense of community, these celebrations that feel somehow even sweeter because it's been a struggle. It's been a journey to get here.
Yes,
Yeah, this journey we had was painful at times, but yeah, it's so rewarding now. It's amazing to leave what we're living right now with the movie coming out in 9 days. Actually, in 8 days for us. High five, Fatma. I don't know where. Yeah.
Fine, soon. 6 hours, people. It's like 6 hours.
You're close. But yeah, it's something that I don't think any of us will ever forget.
No.
It's such a powerful moment, and not only for us, but even for movies in general. Something like this never happened before. So
Yeah.
they never fought us, not us United.
Yes.
Yes.
Us United. So I just want to go through some of the comments. So hi Okiro, I appreciate you coming in and listening.
Thank you so much.
He says, I'm a black man who has suffered from depression and trying to find my place in the world. Hearing Victor say that he wasn't broken or alone, that hits hard. He really is the heart.
Yeah.
He definitely is the heart, and we're going to get to see that. And know that in this community you have a space and you have a place, and always reach out to the services and the things that are in place for you when you need them, and we're here for you as well. I think a few of the things for the VFX is that someone said that they worked at home throughout this as well. So I can't imagine like that lonesome part of working at home and doing all of these amazing shots is amazing.
About being a team and working together and like
a VFX, and Ayla says, as a VFX guy, I want to take them out to dinner.
Yes.
Dinner. Yeah, so this is the comment that I saw. And then people from Weta called it the hardest thing that they've done, but the most satisfying, and that they are the guys who did Lord of the Rings films. Yes, they
That's
did.
some high praise.
I think it's amazing. This is absolutely a community.
I'm actually gonna cry because like I think, oh wow, Lord of the Rings was like probably my first like foray into like hardcore geek film crossover like trivia. It went deep. We went deep. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so touching. That's so okay. Sorry. Whoo.
No, don't apologize. No, that's awesome. I'm just trying to look for everyone's like awesome contributions. So I relate to Barry being the kid with no direction, and Batman, the man who has darkness inside of him and haunts him to this day. Again, this movie means a lot to so many people. Thank you everyone for everything that you've contributed to the stream and made our conversation that much more heartfelt, and seeing your experiences and how you relate to these characters means a lot. And it's not just breaking down these characters and seeing them on a deep level, it's also understanding how they relate to all of us and how this movie brings us together, which is amazing. And what are you more excited about? I want to ask you both the things that you're looking forward to the next few days. What you're looking forward to even more. And I know we'll probably all share the same answers, but yeah, anything else that you want to add on to the next few days, because we've just finished the characters and I don't know what else we'll be getting, so we'll adapt with the content that we create then. But who wants to go first?
Max.
I was hoping you were going first. But yeah, I'm most excited because I think that this weekend I'm going to watch Man of Steel and Batman v Superman with my parents. My mother already saw them. My father is not a big superhero guy, to say the least, but I actually talked to him about some of the philosophical and artistic parallels in the movie, and they also quoted one or two lines from a guy. I don't know if you know him. He's a bit of a yeti. His name is Steven, I think.
Steven Colbert?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I think
Steven I think it's might be Stephen Colbert. I'm not sure, but yeah,
Yes,
I think I know what you're talking about. Is he like?
they told me he directs.
Does he have a beard? He has a beard.
Yeah, he has a beard. But yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
watch the movies with them, and then on Monday.
We get to see it premiere, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a special, like, I know I don't want to open a can of worms with that, but I really feel like there is a celebratory atmosphere. And I think I think that even in the last week there have been a lot of weird things that have happened, right? But I'm not going to let those stop me or anything else stop me from enjoying as Zach and Debbie and every VFX artist and every artist and every crew and cast member and all of these people worked so long ago and so recently to make for us. I'm not gonna like let that get spoiled. And I don't mean like spoiled. I mean, I'm not gonna let that get ruined, that experience and that celebration be dampened by naysayers.
Mm-hmm.
Go away. Flee, naysayers. Go away.
I don't know when I'll be able to watch Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman, but because I'm on really horrible shifts this weekend. But I'm really hoping to like get them in at least before the 18th and just appreciate all three of them connecting. It was so perfect. Do you have any plans pre-watch of the movie, Amanda? Are you gonna do like a Man of Steel and BVS marathon?
So I think we are definitely gonna do Man of Steel BVS marathon. I'm probably gonna end up watching it with actually watching it with you because Steven will be watching it as well. But I think like man, I'm most excited to see Lois again. I miss Lois so much. I miss like seeing BVS again just made me like
one of the 30th women we've ever seen. Sorry.
Here's the thing, Amy, I put what did I write? Oh, I have a goal setting like coach thing and I was filling out this form and in it was like, is there any other like goal or thing that you want to accomplish? And I just said, I want to find the secret to Amy Adams' agelessness. That was yesterday. I wrote that. Because truly, a living queen. But that's what I'm excited to see. I think we're gonna watch all three of them in a row, and I think like it's gonna be overwhelming. I'm gonna be like very emotional. I probably won't even be able to process it for like 3 days. I'm just gonna go into shock and like sit in a corner and think, journal, cry, hug Steven, hold my children. Like it's good.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Hi.
Hi.
Your bakes are amazing.
They are.
List.
Yes. We need to wrap this up too. We've just been dragging it on because we like hanging out with each other. Yes. Ooh, I am looking to scores. Yes, I'm looking forward to more score samples. I am definitely looking forward to more like I want to see more of these like promo still type shots, like what you have in the back behind us. I want to see that.
That's awesome. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. We'll see what comes out and we'll see what more we can like just geek out over for the next few days. Do you guys want to plug yourselves in? You're more than welcome to plug yourselves in. I'll add your stuff on the description box later if that's okay.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm married to a Yeti, and that's my wrong one. That's my Twitter handle. You can also find me on Vero, which you can find in my Twitter bio.
Awesome.
Yeah, my name is Max, and you can find me at Snyder Cut or at Zack Snyder. Follow and stream Zack Snyder's Justice League only on HBO Max on March 18th.
Awesome. And you guys know where to find me. So with that, I bid you all adieu and thank you so much for everything. Ciao, guys.
Bye.
Ciao.